What is hatching, Token Peeps? OldManTup coming at you today with our week... what week is it? Week 9? Are we on week 9? Yes, week 9 match. Strictly professional here. Against George, aka S7W9 MC, and the San Francisco Arcaniners. And we're going to look at the team matchup right here. Hope you watch Team Builder. It should have been live before this, so go check it out. He brought Garchomp, Registeel, Suicune, Raikou, Mew, and Entei. And for those of you who don't know, it is written into the GBA rules, if you draft all 3 legendary dogs and you bring them in a match, it will summon Ho-Oh for you, so that's something we have to watch out for. Now, we're bringing some of our new stuff against him. Well, I guess we are bringing our Staraptor, which we didn't have the first time we played him around. Watch a Team Builder, check out the sets we brought, and you'll understand what we got. So, we're going to start this matchup against S7W9 MC and the San Francisco Arcaniners. This was a match we need to win, or it would be nice to win, because it's going to get us a little bit of standings. It would be nice to beat George. We've only played him. This is only the second time. And it'd be nice to get a win over him. So we lead off with Nidoking. He leads off with Garchomp. And this is not a favorable matchup for us. He's going to switch out into Fist God, which is the Registeel. And we're just going to go for an Ice Punch right off the bat. We were Scarfed, and that would have done huge damage to him. Possibly one-hit KO without Yache Berry. So we were not afraid if he was Scarfed. That would have given us the information. Granted, at the expense of Nidoking going down, but I didn't think he was going to be Scarfed going into this match. We weren't sure, though. He's going to set up rocks. We're going to go into Blissey. There isn't much he can do to us. We are the natural cure this week, so it wasn't really going to matter a whole heck of a lot if he hit us with a T-Wave. As much as the Yellow Magic is annoying, but we are also packing the T-Wave this week. He's going to go back out into Garchomp, and we get up our rocks as well, which is fantastico. So we traded rocks at the beginning of the match for getting minimal damage on the Registeel. And we're pretty much going to be right back at square one. He goes into Chomp. I'm going to send out Dreadnought, my dedicated switch into this thing. Completely physically defensive this week to take hits for days. And he's got up a Swords Dance here, and I'm like, oh, okay. Not a problem. We have things that outspeed this. We have Scarfmon. Yeah. So he's going to go for the Dragon Claw here. That does a ton of damage. But I believe after the Leech Seed, we should be able to live another one. And that's fantastic. We do have the big root, so we get a lot more health back from things like this. And he's just going to switch out here, which is great. He's going to go back into Fist God, which is his Registeel. And we're just going to go for the substitute. I didn't think he was going to stay in, knowing that we had the Leech Seed set up on him. And he does just switch out. So he goes into Registeel. Not a lot for him to do here. And he's just going to switch back out. Doing the double switch. He's going to go into Water Doge, because it's probably the only thing he can come in. Wants to take a hit and get break our substitute. So we're going to set up the Leech Seed here, which is fantastico. And yeah, he's seeded. Leech Seed's doing a ton. He is getting a leftover recovery, which is not the greatest in the world. But look at all that delicious HP we're going to get back from this Leech Seed. That is beautiful. I mean, just amazing. We are faster than this thing, surprisingly enough, because we have just minimal speed investment. So I don't know if he was a negative speed nature. Oh, he roars, that's why. Ha! Ha! I thought he went for Ice Beam that time around. But the Giga Drain did huge amounts of damage to him. He's going to roar us out into Rousey. he was sitting below half from that Giga Drain, so I know another Giga Drain will put him into Rocks range, depending on how long he stays in with leftovers. So that's good knowledge to know that with minimal, well, with actually no special attack investment, we would probably be able to 2-hit KO that thing with the Leech Seed on it, switching into Rocks. Now he's going to rest here, which is going to get his Water Doge back to full health, which is going to be annoying because we go for the T-Wave this turn. Not sure if he'd switch out or if he would just, you know, rest. Unfortunately, we reveal the fact that we're T-Wave early. Well, early-ish. He's going to switch out here. Going to go back out into Chomp in the event that we double T-Waved. And we're just going to go ahead, throw up the Wish, get a safe switch into something. With the Wish up, we know that we guaranteed can come in, live an unboosted hit from this thing with our Dreadnought, and we will be at full health in the event he chooses to attack us, because Dragon, I mean, outside of maybe him having Fire Fang or Fire Blast in his back pocket, which is possible, we know that we would be able to take it after the +1 Dragon Claw only did 50%. So that's excellent. He's going to set up a substitute here, which I was not expecting the sub set. Luckily for us, we also went for the sub. I thought he might predict the Leech Seed because that's what we did first turn. So we're both sitting behind subs here. And after knowing how much damage this thing could do, well, after knowing the set, I talked to George afterwards. I knew we were guaranteed I mean, I didn't know this at the time of the battle, but knew afterwards we were guaranteed 100% of the time to break substitutes with Giga Drains, which is excellent because we're doing at least 25% damage. And we get a nice little bit of health recovery from that substitute that he had. So he's going to set up another Swords Dance here, which is unfortunate. We do get the substitute up, though, which is great. I really should have gone for the Leech Seed here to keep our Dreadnought healthy, because a +2 Dragon Claw is not going to be fantastico for us. And the lowering his health a little bit by little bit would have been great. Now here, oh, it's not this turn. It's going to be the next turn. He's going to Dragon Claw us here. And we're going to be able to take that. We lived that fairly comfortably, which just shows how much of a beast we are. Now here is why I wish I would have set up Leech Seed that last turn, because we are going to see him pop the Salac Berry. So I see that and I'm just like, he is sitting at that little bit of health. I have no priority, and he outspeeds my entire team now. My entire team, granted he has max speed, or near max speed, because we are a Jolly Scarf Staraptor, which is the fastest thing on our team. We have no priority this week. We didn't bring Quick Attack, which is really unfortunate. And at at 2 Swords Dances, which is essentially +4, I cannot bring in anything and take a hit. Now, at this moment, I seriously started to panic. I knew I couldn't take another Dragon Claw, and right here, I should have switched out. Gotten my 30% health back, sacked something, and brought Tangrowth back in and tried to get a double regen boost as a means to be able to switch into this thing. At this point, I still wasn't sure if he was max speed. Like I said, with the damage that I got, knowing I was doing at least 25% to break the substitute, which I did the one time, I didn't know exactly where I sat at this point with his investment. I thought he might be a little bit bulkier. I wasn't sure if he would be max speed, especially having the Salac Berry. I wasn't sure what he would be EV to outspeed. So I don't switch out, which turns out to be a huge mistake in the long run of this match. So Dreadnought's going to go down, which would be our only answer, the only thing that can take at max health a +2. And here we go into Boomstick. It is going to take 25% to Rocks, and in no world whatsoever without the Intimidate do I take a +4 Dragon Claw from Garchomp. Now, I could have played around this Garchomp a little bit better going into Coco Beware before he got the boost, knowing that he had to go for the Dragon Claws to take me down, because now that we've seen Sub and Dragon Claw, it's going to be a safe guess that his only other attacking move is Earthquake, which is going to pop here, which is extremely unfortunate. He isn't scared to switch out because he knew we would have brought this thing immediately if we were Scarfed to revenge it. That isn't the fact. He is going to take us out with that Earthquake. Rousey's going to come out here. Absolutely no chance of us living an Earthquake from this thing, which is unfortunate. And this Garchomp is going to proceed to sweep through our team. We have no answers to its speed tier. And like I said, our fastest thing was our Staraptor. And that's Sad Face. So he is ebbed in speed just enough to outspeed our Staraptor at +1, which, like I said, gets completely unfortunate. I thought maybe fearing the quick attack he would switch out there, but he didn't. And like I said, we are just going to proceed to watch this sweep through our team. So this is not the match I wanted to have after having a decent showing against MV. We see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel that our season could be getting better. And we get 6-0'd by Sceptile MC and the San Francisco Arcaniners. And I want to pause that. Okay. So, yeah. This was a really, really poor showing. And I am going to deserve the roasting that I am going to get in the comments this week. The roasting last week I didn't feel was great because I thought we had a strong showing against MV, but now that we're 0-9, I honestly don't know what to say about the rest of the season. I have no one to blame but myself. I've been playing just abysmally, and yeah, we're just going to have fun with the rest of the season. We're going to keep our chin up. We've been in this seat before. I've said it once, I'll say it again. We have been last, and we have been dead last. We've never sat this deep in the season winless, but yeah. So, like I said, we're going to keep our head up. We're going to keep looking forward. We have a couple matches left that we could still try and squeeze a victory out of. We have Chimpact and the Philadelphia Scizors coming up next week. Yeah. We really need to prep hard for that and try and get the W. But this is the first time since my debut match in the GBA against Cooper in Season 4 that I have been 6-0'd in a league match. And that was one of the few things that I kind of prided myself in since my first match, was that I never got completely decimated in a 6-0. And here we are getting 6-0 swept by Sub-Salac Swords Dance Garchomp. And I have nothing to say about it. All I can do is keep moving forward. The only person I have to blame is myself, because if I'm not mistaken, I completely team built on my own this week. Yeah, so extremely unfortunate. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around to the end. This has been OldManTup. I look forward to getting roasted in the comment section because, like I said, extremely deserved this week. So give me heck down there, guys, and keep me motivated to get better. Yeah, this is not how I wanted this season to pan out, but alas, all we can do is keep moving forward. I've been ranting for about 4 minutes now about how terrible I am, so I'll leave you guys with that. This has been OldManTup, and if you followed this far in the match, put #booty in the comment section down below, and I will know you stuck with me to the end, and you'll get a giant thumbs up. But alright guys, like I said, thanks for sticking around through this humiliating season, and not giving up hope, because there are definitely people supporting me all the way to the end, which I completely am thankful for. You guys are the best. Pirattata fans have always been the best, have always been supportive, no matter what, our good seasons, our bad seasons, and this season included. So thank you very much for sticking around and warming my day with your support. But seriously, guys, give me heck this week because I deserve it. Alright, guys, OldManTup, going away for real this time. Catch you on the flip side. Peace.